Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel. Cat Star here with your money career reading for the week of March 4th through March 10th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't. For those of you liking and sharing the videos, thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. All right. We're going to get 2 pointer cards out here today, see what's going on, what's coming in, what's happening for you, Aquarius, this week in money and career. So 2 cards you have here are release resentments about money. Oh my gosh, this is huge. How many of you hold resentments around money? I can't even begin. This says, yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So there's this idea that money is bad, money is the root of all evil, that sort of thing. And when we hold those ideas, or when we feel like money's never there for us, that's what we tend to notice, right? We tend to not really be open to receiving money. We tend to kind of throw money away as soon as we get it. It's like burning a hole in our pocket, and we just kind of get rid of it as quickly as we can, because somewhere in the subconscious mind, potentially, or in our upbringing, we were led to believe that money is not good, that people that have lots of money are bad people or do bad things, that sort of thing. It's time to shift out of that thinking, Aquarius, and really shift into knowing that money is just energy, that it's a resource, something that you can use, and that you can do so many beautiful, amazing things with money. Being in this space, in this place where money is bad, keeps us stuck in this kind of roller coaster of up and down, where that money comes in or we receive money. Instead of being thankful for it, we try to get rid of it, as we've already discussed just briefly before. We try to get rid of it. We try to, and then we are on this low, kind of the low part of the roller coaster again, because then we don't have the money we need to be able to do whatever it is, to pay the bills, to, go on vacation, to help or support other people in one way or another, right? We tend to really kind of hold ideas about money that's not beneficial. So what I suggest is to write a love letter to money, and really get into this other kind of space within yourself, within your mind, regarding money, to open up kind of this idea of money being more of a friend, money being more of maybe even a sugar daddy or sugar mama. I know that sounds silly, but when we can think of money as supporting us, as a resource, as energy, right, and not something that's bad or evil, or that turns people bad, right, then we can open up that flow, have those golden opportunities that come in, and really begin to have a respecting, loving relationship with money. So I suggest, that as advice, potentially for some of you, to write a love letter to money and revisit that often, reread that often, to really shift that idea around money, and realize that it's there to support you. It's a resource. Excuse me. It's a resource, and it's just energy. Money itself isn't good or bad, right? Money itself isn't good or bad. There's no reason to stay in kind of struggle because of ideas that maybe aren't benefiting you, where money is. And then you also have do the work, which we already kind of spoke about within writing the love letter to money, within shifting those ideas, looking, where did those ideas come from? Is that something that you kind of grew up with? Is that something, that you heard people say? Whatever it may be, notice what you feel about money, what you think about money. If you think it's the root of all evil, if you think that it is only, people that do bad things have lots of money, kind of notice what what you think about that and begin to shift that the other way. Because is it true that only people with lots of money do bad things? No, people with no money do bad things. People with lots of money do good things, right? That's not always true. That's really a generalization, and that generalization can keep you stuck in kind of lack or struggle where money is concerned. So this card says, do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish in a lush flower garden, because you are planting the seeds right there, Aquarius. You are planting the seeds. And whether you plant beautiful, beautiful sunflowers or beautiful, beautiful roses, right? Because roses sometimes have thorns, and that's part of the work. Or you plant weeds. What you plant is what is going to come up and out of the soil. That is what is going to be created. In other words, within your reality. So plant those seeds. But as with anything, Aquarius, it does require work on your part. You need to do the work to shift those, to notice what ideas you hold around money and where they came from, and if that is actually true for you. Do you see money as bad? Do you see money as something that makes people do bad things? Do you see money as a resource? If you don't, then maybe it's time to start rethinking that. Do you think of money as energy? And energy, it can't be created or destroyed. It's ever fluid, it's ever flowing, which is the same with money. Money is always flowing. It's always flowing. You get to do the work and decide if that money flows to you and how that kind of looks for you. If it's something that when that money flows to you, you just can't wait to get rid of it, it's burning a hole in your pocket, or is it something that you use as a resource to help support you, to help others, to bring things to life? That's really all up to you there, Aquarius. Let's get a couple of tarot cards here and see what else needs to come out regarding money and career. So you know that when you hold ideas around money that are not always beneficial, it does also affect your career, kind of that glass ceiling, how much you feel like you can make, how much you feel like you are worth as far as a job, a career, a business, however that works. There's like this glass ceiling that we can tend to hold that can create this this kind of upper limit. And if we get money, right, if money comes to us, whether through a paycheck or through a gift or through, you know, a donation, however that may come, if we get that money and we get rid of it as quickly as we can and we don't hold on to it, that is kind of where that ceiling is. If we have a little bit of money in savings and decide that it has to be blown right away and can't be saved for whatever reason, or there's a feeling that it's time to let it go right off the bat, Aquarius, then that is something that is not benefiting, and that's a glass ceiling. That is kind of a higher limit, and it's time to raise that glass ceiling up a little higher, or a lot higher for some of us, and or raise that upper limit. There is no limits to the energy or the amount of money that each person can really kind of come into or build up. It's getting out of those old ideas, those old kind of stories, and recreating your kind of love or your respect with money itself. Okay, so you also have here the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So this is really, really fiery energy. This is kind of your passion energy, Aquarius. So what is coming in now? This is a kind of a natural progression depending on where you think the ace goes. If you think the ace is at the beginning or the end, it can actually go either way. So for this reading, this is actually a natural progression with that King of Wands and that Ace of Wands. So that King of Wands is coming in to remind that you are the initiator. You are the one. Now, what I find interesting in all four of these cards, and we're going to talk about that in just a second, is there's this little red thread going through, and we'll see the other two in just a moment. There's this little red thread that is going through. Now, this one's a little bit different, but that's okay. A little red thread. This little red thread is being indicated as this kind of cord that may be something that you may be holding on to regarding money and career, Aquarius, and it's coming through all of the cards. The passion with that red thread, because it tends to be the three that it mainly is in are wands, so that's the passion. If you're holding passion towards something that isn't benefiting you, towards past thoughts, ideas, beliefs, limitations, and not that passion towards what it is you're working to create, then that is really keeping you stuck. That is keeping you in that resentment mode, whether that is around money and career, right? If you're holding resentment right here with the first card that came out here, if you're holding resentment, then what we hold resentment for tends to flee. It doesn't want to come in. And or what we tend to notice is more to resent, Aquarius. So that red kind of ribbon there is coming in as an indicator that it's time to release those potential cords to those past thoughts, those past ideas, to initiate, to do the work in really shifting that. But you, again, as the initiator, as the King of Wands coming in here, you have to be the one to step up to decide that this is no longer where you want to be, right? And that you are ready and willing to initiate, to begin, to do the work, to take the actions. And then with that Ace of Wands coming in here, this is like this rooster here is like kind of screaming out to the world, whether the outside world or the inside world, that it is time for something new. It is time to have that inspiration, to hold that desire, that passion, to move into a new place as far as money and career go. Now, what it is raising that glass ceiling or raising that standard and letting go of whatever that perceived limitation is, or at least letting up on it, right? Not being so strict on that, knowing that golden opportunities are everywhere for you. But if you're holding resentment and if you're getting rid of money because it's burning a hole in your pocket just as quick as you get it, that isn't benefiting you. So this is opening up to that new idea, to that new possibility, and really holding that passion and that desire and being the initiator, being the one that takes those steps, because nobody can do the work for you. Nobody can walk the steps for you. Nobody can shift your thoughts or internal dialogue or external dialogue for you, Aquarius. You are the only person that can do that work. So again, noticing where your thoughts go when it comes to money, noticing what kind of ideas you hold around money, noticing what you feel about money when you have money and when you don't have money, writing a love letter to money to recreate or in fact create for the first time that mutual respect, that love, that appreciation for money, so that it can flow into your life, so that those golden opportunities, right? Because you also have with this card here, release resentment around money, that discussed golden opportunities. You also have this kind of golden rooster. It's almost as if the rooster is calling, wake up, Aquarius, and shift this and allow that money in. You say that that's what you want, Aquarius. You say that you want to, have this beautiful career, this beautiful financial life, this all of these things. You say that you want that. Well, you have to step up and answer the calling and do the work to create that. Be the initiator here, Aquarius. Okay, and then you also have the Three of Wands and the Hanged Man. So some of you are really, really not willing to sacrifice old ideas, old limitations, old thoughts, and not willing to actually step in and do the work. You want to blame everything, the economy, the society, your conditions, whatever it is, instead of actually stepping up and doing the work, not having that belief, not having that desire, not having that passion with that Hanged Man, and really just put it on somebody else and hope, wish, and pray that at some point it's going to change. But you have to be willing to do the work, Aquarius. You have to be willing to initiate take the action, do the things that are going to create that higher limit, that higher standard, let go of those limitations, right? And raise that glass ceiling for your own benefits. And you will, with the Three of Wands here, within a short amount of time, see that progress. You will see that progress when you are not, rushing to get rid of money as soon as you get it, when you are kind of building up a savings, whether that's in a bank or in a sock in your drawer, however that works for you, Aquarius. But when you are building up a little bit, when you are saving for a rainy day, or when you are saving for a vacation that you have always wanted to take, when you are raising that glass ceiling, when you are really, really answering that call for those golden opportunities, which this is in this moment for you, Aquarius, to do the work, you're going to notice that there is progress, and it will be fairly fast progress. There's going to be this feeling of liberation too, because without that resentment towards money, without that resentment towards kind of those ideas, without feeling like you have to, like it's this pressure to get rid of money, it's burning a hole in your pocket, get rid of it as quickly as you can, you're going to feel more free, more liberated, and you're going to feel and see that progress. All right, Aquarius. So, that's, let's see, let's get one more card here and see what that is. You've got the Nine of Wands. Actually, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So you have the Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune as the advice from Spirit. That Nine of Wands, again, Wands energy. Look at that. So much Wands energy. Spirit is indicating, what is the desire? What is that passion? What is it, Aquarius? Build that desire and that passion, that love, that respect around money. Bring that in. Use your creativity and raise your energy, your vibration around money. Let yourself really tune into the energy of money as a resource, as that there is always more than enough, that you always have more money than you could ever spend. Tune into kind of those ideas, Aquarius, and let go of anything that isn't that. Let go of the resistance, that resentment with that Nine of Wands. Let that go. It's time to let that go. You keep saying you want to do better or have more resources, have a different career, step into something more. Answer that golden opportunity. Answer that wake-up call here, Aquarius, and let go of that resistance, that resilience, those ideas, those beliefs, those limitations that have been holding you back. You do not need to have money burn a hole in your pocket. You can save it for what it is with this Wheel of Fortune. That's the reminder. There is evolution at stake here, Aquarius. It is at hand. And you do come out with a very, very beautiful opportunity. This definitely is a risk worth taking if, in fact, it truly is what you want. If you want to have a better financial situation, and if you want to have a better situation within your career, your business, your job, however that is, this is the work that needs to be done. You need to do the work, take the risk, stop blaming other people, the economy, society, your conditioning, your upbringing, whatever it is, and do the work for this beautiful, beautiful, lucky, golden opportunity. Answer that call, Aquarius. Answer that call. That call has been there. Write that love letter. And you can use this actually, it's for the money career reading, but you can use all of these things for any category of your life. All right. Now I did get out the golden cards here, so I didn't actually indicate this at the beginning, but go ahead and think of a yes or no question regarding money and career, and we're going to get a really quick answer for you right here, right now. Think of a yes or no question. Now, also go ahead and take into consideration the reading here. If you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to show up and or answer that wake-up call, that golden opportunity, Aquarius, then, you already know the answer. So you know, asking the question is kind of moot if you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to let go and rewrite any resentments or ideas, limitations around money to raise that glass ceiling, to answer that wake-up call, then you know the answer. But let's go ahead and see what comes out regarding, you've got a yes. So yes, whatever your money career question was for this time, Aquarius, your answer is yes. And that is a 3 of hearts, which goes right back into all of that. Threes are creativity, stepping into that creativity. However, you need to raise that glass ceiling, Aquarius, if that's what it is, however it is you need to answer that golden opportunity or that wake-up call, use creativity, use your imagination, and there is a promise of success here for you. This good luck, again, with that Wheel of Fortune. Do the work, Aquarius. Do the work. All right. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit that like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also hit the subscribe button, the bell icon, excuse me, and be sure to click that all notifications box so you're notified every time I upload new readings. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.